Go. Okay. So, hi. Welcome to Let's Talk With. Today, I'm going to talk with my good friend and sister, Well, from Eclectica. So, I'm your host, Sandy, of course. Okay. So, I Well, first of all.
Hi, everyone.
How are you
Hi,
doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's great. Okay, so let's start by, can you present yourself just a little bit, please?
Yes. My name is Wally. I am from the owner of Eclectica. I am been friends with Sandy for a long time. We both are fellow sister witches, and we met each other a few years ago, right, through a club, a joint club of witches, and since then we've been friends ever since. We've been through a lot of things together in the craft, and we have grown together, and we have always been around our lives when we need each other, which is a beautiful thing.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so when did you first discover about your gift?
Oh, wow. Well, actually, I was not the person who discovered it. My grandparents and my parents did.
Oh,
So, because I was around maybe 6 months old, and this
wow.
is a story that my mom tells everyone, and I always share it as well. My aunt was about to die, and she wanted to see me. So the doctor said that because I was a baby, I was not able to go to the, the UC care, I believe that's what it's called, because I was such a little baby. So she passed wanting to hold me and see me again. And the day that she died, that they got her ready for her casket, she came to visit me.
Oh, wow.
So the story is that I was sleeping at 6 months old at the bed of my grandfather in his room, and they saw her behind me touching my head, my hair.
Oh, that's sweet. Wow.
Yes, just the same clothes that they just put on her to bury her. That's how they saw her.
Oh, wow.
And all of them did. So since that day, my mom has never stopped seeing ghosts around me.
Oh, okay. So, next question. What was it like growing up with your gift?
It was very lonely. It was, in some ways, it was sad. And I was heartbroken for the most of my life, because other people will not understand me. I didn't have a lot of friends because they will think I was crazy. So they did not want to hang out with me because I was not cool as them. So as a child and as a teenager, it was very challenging for me. And sorry, Oliver is here.
Hi, Oliver. That's cute.
So it was not the best because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So next question. Um, well, did you have family members that are gifted too?
Yes, absolutely. All my grandparents from my mom's side and my dad's side, they were all gifted.
Oh.
And my oldest aunts from my dad's side, they were all gifted. My mom, my dad, they're gifted. From my mom's side, I really, besides my grandparents, I don't know if any of them are gifted. I don't believe so. I think I'm the only one. But from my dad's side, I do have cousins that have the gift. Not all of them. My kids are gifted. My grandkids are gifted. So yes, a lot of family members, I'm aware, but I have to say, when I was doing some research about my family, I found out that most of my grandpa's family had the gift.
Oh, that's great.
He used to practice for do things for people back in the day, and he was a healer. He was a healer, so he used to practice the craft.
Oh, that's great. And being a parent of a gifted child, how is it for you? Do you teach them or do you talk about it or how is it?
My kids, when they were little, I was not at the place that I am right now because I was still trying to learn myself. So I was not able to teach them the way that I would love to teach them because I was raised in a very Catholic environment, which they forbid me to practice. And that's what was one of my main problems. Because for my belief, the ones that I was raised, what I was doing, I was wrong. It was evil. It was bad, no matter what. My parents never said that to me. My parents never say what you're doing is evil or what you see is evil or nothing like that. To be honest with you, my dad never understood how to help me.
Okay.
Because as a gifted person himself, he was dealing with his own demons because he was not able to control his own gift and he was not able to understand it. So therefore, he was not able to help me. My grandparents tried to help me as much as they could, but my grandpa died when I was 15.
Oh.
Yes, and he was teaching me when I was a little girl. So he was teaching, and my grandma was teaching me, but my parents were not aware of that.
Oh. Okay. So, okay, so it was kind of a secret. It was kind of hiding.
Yes, so for that reason, I was not able to teach my kids. Now, my children, they really don't want to deal with it. My son, now that he's an adult, he said, and he realizes that he will come in terms with it. But my son had a very strong gift. So, because he also sees the dead, but he sees them the way they die. So it was, as a little child, it was very hard for him. So I tried to protect him from what he used to see, to avoid his fears. Okay. Well, they both said they wanted to have a normal life. They don't want to have a gift. That was what they always said.
Oh, that's good. But at least you were able to understand them. If they come to you and telling you, for example, must see something, or you knew what to do. So that was helpful.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have a mentor or someone that helped you? You said your grandparents, but other than that?
Oh, yes. I did meet a lot of witches through my years, especially when I was a little kid and when I was a teenager. They will take me into their wind, because when they will meet with me, they will notice my talents and my gift. So they will tell me that I was welcome to go and learn and practice with them.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, I was very serious, always been very serious about my gift. So as a teenager, trying to figure out who I was and what I was and how to deal with it, and being around people that back in those days, was very, yes, back on those days was very serious because there was no internet.
No.
And no books to look into the craft like today that they have a book for everything. Back in those days, there was nothing like that. So that someone really wanted to teach you, that was an honor.
Mhm. And was there someone that was kind of like jealous of your gifts or trying to, stop you or telling you were wrong when you were right, something like that?
Oh, yes, always. Still to this day.
I'm sure.
Still to this day. Yes, there was a lot of people. People will say that they will steal my gifts and a lot of things like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my, I hate that kind of thing. I mean, you should, celebrate with the person and say, oh, okay, that's a great gift, share or something like that. Ah,
Yes.
that's too much
Yes.
for me. Okay, so what is your path? What do you practice?
Well, this is very interesting because when I started as a little girl, I'm from Puerto Rico, so we there what the main practice is two. Or you are a santero, which is very similar to what is voodoo and hoodoo.
Okay.
Or you're a spiritista, which is a person that does the crafts, but they work directly with spirits, but they do witchcraft.
Okay.
So growing up, I was around a lot of people that were santeros and espiritistas that took me under the wing, and I was learning with them, but I did never feel identified.
Okay.
So for me, it was hard to understand, and I questioned myself. So because of that reason, I'm sorry, something came up. Because of that reason, I keep searching. But then I start noticing that I have this thing for the Egyptian culture that was too fascinating. And I was so deep into it that I started researching about Egyptian magic. Then I discovered the Celtic magic. Then I understood that I was a green witch because I always have worked with herbs. And lately, some people that have seen me that know that I have a gift, they're calling me a shaman. That's why I call myself eclectic, because I select from everything that I like.
Yeah, that's good. I used to call myself that too. I'm still eclectic, but more eaten for now, but still follow Ekete and so
Yes,
eclectic.
yes,
Okay.
yes, definitely. I think we keep growing and evolving as time passes and we mature and we learn more about ourselves. I think, and our gifts grow and change. I think then we keep evolving and changing. So I think there's not really one single term for us. I think we choose something for the moment that suits us, and then we change and we evolve to something else.
Yeah, that's a great point of view. And it's true because we can't always stay at the same place. So we learn every day, and sometimes something caught our eyes, or so we change, and that's good.
Yes.
Okay,
Definitely.
so I know you do some divinations,
Oh,
tarot,
yeah.
runes, things like that. Is that the only two you're doing, or are you doing other things? And which do you prefer?
Well, I do the rooms, and I don't do the rooms a lot, and I do a lot of tarot. But I have to be honest. Sometimes when clients come, they want a reading, I start reading them before even touching the tarots. It's actually the tarots are just an instrument, a tool to help with what you do. And I actually talk to the spirits, and the spirits are the one that whisper to me what's going on. So I'm not going to take credit for that. Mainly is because I talk directly to the spirits. The spirits tell me what that person needs and how they need to heal. So I use the tarot when I have a certain client that they're being a little difficult to open up to you, you know, because some of them put that wall. Mm-hmm. But mainly my instrument will be tarot cards when it's just reading them for the most part. And sometimes so they don't freak out that much, because when it's new people, they just get scared. If I start telling things to them and they don't see I have something in front of me.
Yeah, I know it can be scary. I mean, you know, when you're kind of reading them or something like that. Yeah, it can be.
Yes, but once they know me and once they know my gifts and they come in through the door because they're more familiar, and I start talking to them and they're aware of how I am, they don't expect that I even use the tarot. If I do, like, oh, you're using the tarot today? So.
Well, so that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it easier or harder for you to be with people that are gifted?
Oh, or no, I love.
Do you prefer someone who's not gifted, if I can say it like that?
No, I prefer people that are gifted, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's easy for me to be around them because I don't have to hide nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
I am 100% me, and I'm not afraid of saying something, or if I say something that they will not look at me like I'm a weirdo. Mm-hmm. So they will understand that, and they will, it's more comfortable. Being with people that are not gifted, they're always, first of all, doubting what you are. Second of all, they get very jealous. They get mad at you. They envy you. They have this rage against you because you have a gift and they don't understand what it is or how you are able to do it. So they call you names or tell you you're lying or talk behind your back saying, oh, she says she does this, but that's not true. Or, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is hurtful. So that's why I'm still kind of secluded at this time. I used to have a group of friends, but I don't feel like they were ever my friends, to be honest. So I'm starting to be more secluded again. I'm asking the universe to send me nice people to hang out with. I just have a nice friend that I'm meeting with and that I'm knowing her a little bit more. She's also gifted. So
that's helping.
Yes, it's easier.
Yeah. Okay. What is the most question that you get asked?
Well, first of all, if I say if I'm a witch, people think that I'm evil or that I'm demonic or something like that.
Okay.
So I have to clarify that because people don't know what witches really are.
True.
Then if I say that I talk to spirits, I'm a medium, psychic, whatever, then they say, prove it. And that doesn't work that way. And I'm not going to do that just because you want to prove a point. So I don't say anything to people of my abilities. I just kind of like let it flow.
Yeah.
Easier.
Yeah. Okay. I know you like to ghost hunt sometimes.
Oh, yes, I do.
You love the paranormal. So what is your most, the experience that you felt the most surprise or that touches you the most?
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a hard question because I'm 40 something years old. I'm not going to say exactly. And I've been seeing ghosts all my life. But there are maybe, I don't know. If we're talking about directly ghost encounters that have affected me in a way that maybe are a little bit more dramatic for me. Wow. Okay. I have a couple of stories, but I'm gonna say this. When I was like maybe around 10 years old, I had this dream of this boy that was calling me. So I woke up from the dream, and when I woke up from the dream, this was in Puerto Rico. My parents have this old house that has like two windows. Live on the second. Our rooms were on the second floor, so I have the window open. This boy was in the window. Remember, I'm on the second floor, so this boy is floating on the window.
Wow. Okay.
So when I saw this, I freaked out so badly that I started screaming because he was asking me for help. And my mom went crazy to try to get me out of the room. And after me crying because this boy kept trying to get a hold of me and my mom trying to get me out, they noticed that someone locked me from the outside of the room. So my mom, it wasn't until later that my mom noticed that I was locked from the outside, not from the inside.
Wow.
That was very scary. When I don't remember how old I was when my cousin passed, but my cousin passed of a very tragic death. She was starting to become but I don't know how to say that word, so I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say it. But she was starting to become one of the doctor for pets. So she was staying on this place, and she was living right next to the sea. So she was hiding from the ocean waves because it was like a storm or something. So she went on the wall and she hid, and the wall crushed her. So she died instantly.
Oh no. Wow.
So, because she did not have conscious of what happened to her, I guess when she was on the other side, she was freaking out. She came to me because I guess I was the only one that was able to see her. And she said, I don't want to be alone. Please come with me. And I said, I don't want to go with you because I was aware that she was dead, but she wasn't. But I was a little girl, so I didn't know how to break her to her. So, because I still didn't know how to control my gift or how to work things around it. So she started pulling me to take me with her. So I started screaming and I finally woke up. And when I woke up, my mom was in the room and she come to rescue me because I had so many nightmares and so many spirits coming to me all the time that it was like a normal thing. So she will come to the room. My head was stuck on the bed. We had like a wood bed, that has those pillars, like different, maybe every 6 inches it was a pillar. So my head was stuck in the bed the way that she was pulling me.
Wow.
My mom always said until this day that the pillar saved me.
Yeah, in a way. Oh, wow. That was quite something.
Because I was stuck, so she was not able to, she kept pulling, but I was not able to leave completely because I was stuck on the pillars.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's something scary.
It was very scary. And I have another one that I just remember not too long ago because I've connected with a good friend of mine. I'm gonna try to make this story short. We've been friends for years and years, but I never met her mom because her mom was very ill and she didn't want people to see her in that condition because she was so sick. So even though we were friends, I was never able to see her mom. So when her mom finally died, we went to pay our respects. When I went to the funeral home, there was no one there, just me and my other good friend. So we went there and I entered the funeral home and this lady was there and she started talking to me. and the lady was telling me about helping my friend and telling me, because you know, you're her best friend. Now look at the lady, and I said, how do you know that she's my best friend? But my other friend, because we were three, like the Three Musketeers. So my other friend called me and said, who's that lady that you're talking to? This is completely surprising because my other friend doesn't have the gift to see that people, but she was able to see it. I believe it was because she was right next to me. And I said, I don't know, but it's so weird because she knows that Wanda is my best friend. So I saw the lady moving from the back to the front of the funeral home. Remember, it was no one there, just us. So I said, I'm gonna ask her where she knows me, that she knows that information. So when I moved to the front, the lady was sitting on the front bench in front of the casket. So I went there to say, hey, excuse me, can you please clarify this to me? So I went over there to talk to the lady. When I look at the lady, that I finally look at the casket, that was my friend's mom that just passed. It was her mom sitting in the funeral home.
Just wow.
When I realized what was going on, I freaked out. I started crying and I started shaking. But because these were my best friends, they knew exactly my gift. They took me out immediately out of the funeral home to try to get me a disconnection from her mom. And when I sit on the car, because they were going to take me away, her mom was still attached. And her mom called me and she said, you're not leaving until you deliver my message to my daughter. That was deep. So once she did that to me, I kind of hold my friend and her mom started talking through me. And my friend recognized her mom's voice. So we all start crying, hysterical, and her mom delivered her message. So after the message was done, my friends took me out of there as soon as they can. That's one of the reasons why I try not to pay respects, even though I care a lot of the person. I try, if I have to, I try not to be too very close to the casket or avoid being alone. But I can be talking about that all day, but you have 3 little stories there.
Well, that's quite something. I mean, you were like her voice, so that was great. In a way, that was great, but also, you know, scary and special too.
Yes, very.
Wow. So I know you have your business, Eclectica. So
yes,
what is it about?
Well, Eclectica is, I do a lot of things. Well, people can come for readings. If they need a reading, they can come and contact me. Also, I'm a natural healer, so I work with the energy. So if people need to come to have a healing session, they contact me. I cleanse people as well. And I also marry people in their way that they prefer. So if they want to have like a special ceremony as a pagan, however they want to do it, I'm more than welcome to marry whoever. However, I don't ask questions and I don't really care because that's everybody's business. So that's another thing that I do in Eclectica. So I'm very open to a lot of things, but mainly it's healings and cleanings.
Oh, that's great. So do you have any project that's coming, maybe related to Eclectica or something else that you can talk about?
Yes, absolutely. This Saturday, my friend that I was mentioning, she's from Scotland and she lives close by. She's gonna have a little gathering, and I'm gonna be there doing some readings for her. The people are coming for the event this Saturday.
Oh, that's great. That's really great.
Yes, I love events. They're very good. They're very interesting.
Any other thing?
Soon? No, nothing that is that soon. No.
No. That's okay. Sometimes, I mean, we try to do some things and it doesn't work, so we wait and see. We go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Yes, I try not to like overwhelm myself with things, but I'm open to anyone that comes for readings. So I always have clients that come and reach out. So mainly that's what I do. I'm definitely I'm want to try focus more in events, but that is coming soon. I have not focused in events like that because I have a day job and stuff, but I think it's time for me to move forward for something different.
That would be great.
Yes, I'm hoping so.
Yeah. So, well, thank you for joining me. That was great, really. So
Oh,
I'm going to
awesome.
put the link down below so people can contact you for readings or cleansing or anything they wish to.
Yes, absolutely.
So that was a great time and I enjoyed it. And I know you a little bit more.
Yes, there's always like they say, I'm a magical box. You never know what you're gonna find.
You're a good one, though. I can say that. I know it for a fact.
Yes, absolutely. Always good.
Yeah. So thank you for joining me. So until next time, I will see you again. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh,